Go.
Hey team, back with Friday. Started at location, started off with deadlifts and good mornings, moving into the workout. Couple coaching points on these deadlifts here. Before we go and approach the bar, when we're coming into these working sets, we have 2 triples and then a set of max reps, somewhere around 85% depending upon where you are in the linear progression. When we approach the bar, feet stay under our hips. A lot of times we see people get this wide stance, and what happens is we end up fighting ourselves. We want everything coming straight up off the ground. Getting set before we take the bar. Squeezing our butt, making sure this chest, back are tight, chest is up, folding at the waist, hands come down, grabbing the bar, and then we can reset our hips. As we do this, we want to try and keep those shins vertical, bars on our body, pushing that ground away, straight up. On the way down, hips come back, back's tight, chest up, drive off the ground. When we get done with those working sets, we're going with good mornings today. 3 sets of 10 at really lightweight. This is a lot like RDLs in that we're not really concerned too much about the amount of weight that we're doing, more about activating the right muscles and really working on that posture. So, good mornings, just hinging at the hips. All we want to do, chest up, back tight, let that bar roll down just slightly under the back. We're just pushing those hips back. That weight should be in our heels the entire time. Now what we want to stay away from is lifting this up with our back and standing up. As these hips come back to stand up, we're squeezing our butt and the hips come through. Once again, hips come back, chest up, back's tight, squeezing our butt on the way through. For the cast location today, we are going to be doing pause front squats and clean grip deads. So for the pause front squats, really focusing on keeping those elbows high, sitting all the way down and keeping that posture down on the bottom of the squat. So we take this thing out of the rack, on our shoulders, elbows high, good squat stance, butt comes back, all the way down, fighting those elbows high to keep that chest. If the elbows drop, our chest drops. We're here, driving out of the heels, back down, good 2-second pause at the bottom, drive back up. For the clean grip deads, if you just saw, when we're talking about standard deadlift, we want to have those shins completely vertical, weights in the back of our heels. When we're working on clean grip deadlifts, we're using this as transitional exercise into the cleans. So, we want to have a clean grip on the bar. We're not using a mixed grip in here. Everything is going to be the same as if we're doing a clean. We also, instead of being all the way back on our heels, want to find that midfoot, drop our hips down a little bit so we have a much more dynamic start, and we're driving that ground away. Chest stays over the bar the entire time, drive that ground away, and up. For the workout today, we're going an AMRAP of 8 minutes, 115, 75, and the advanced weight's going to be 135, 95. It's 12 deads, 10 hang power cleans, and 9 front squats.
8.
Sorry. So for the 12 deads, same thing as before. Weights in our heels, keeping that back tight, driving out of those legs. 12 deads. Once we get done with that, going in the hang power cleans for 10. It's up, down to mid thigh, finding that midfoot. Fast elbows around the bar. And then for, totally spaced on the last one, 8 front squats to finish this thing off. So, if we can do this, coming into that last hang power clean, hold that bar, butt comes back, maintaining that posture. Weight to scale this thing. Clearly we want to make sure the weight's appropriate. For the hang power cleans, this is really where we should be basing this off of. 135 for a deadlift is not that heavy. 95 for most girls is not that heavy. But when we start getting into the high rep stuff, it's going to start to be pretty taxing. For the hang power cleans is really where we're going to find the weakness in this. Make sure we're scaled correctly. The dead should be very fast. The hang power cleans we should be able to get through. And then the front squats, you should be strong enough to do this. So base that weight off of what the hang power cleans are going to feel like. And we're going to be good to go on this. See you guys Friday.